Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video. I'm gonna be doing continuing series I'm in the middle of. In my reading journal, I made a little series tracker and then also kind of wrote down some. I've had to have started more series than this, but for some reason I can only think of these, but it's still a good amount of series that I'm in. And I kind of want to start to get through them, especially since new series are coming out and new books are coming out that are start of series, and I would prefer to be done with some series before I start new ones because it's kind of hard to keep track once you're in the middle of so many. Clearly, because I wasn't even able to remember all of them that I'm in the middle of. So that's what we're gonna do in today's video. We'll see how long this takes me. Some of these series I've been kind of putting off going through too, so I'm ready to just get them done. Now, for the first book I'm gonna be in the middle of that I'm physically reading is Inferno, and this is the New World Rising series. I read the first two books actually early high school, and I only read the first one. And then I remembered a couple years later, hey, I really liked the first book, and I happened to have all three. So then I read the first one, and then read the second one, but then I still have yet to read the third one. And I actually really enjoyed the second one and enjoyed the ending of it and everything. Okay, sorry, I heard weird crashing and stuff, and it's probably just stupid boys in my apartment. I hear them yelling and stuff, and it's just kind of freaking me out. So I need to lock my door. Anyways, back to Inferno. So overall, it's kind of just a dystopian series, and the first one, I don't even know how to describe it. Have you ever seen those memes of trying to describe fantasy books? That's what I'm feeling right now. I don't really know how to describe it, but the first one is called New World Rising, if you guys want to look it up. But it is a really good, fun dystopian. I believe it's young adult. But I'm ready to finally complete the series. So let's start Inferno. I'm now 3 chapters in, and I forgot how much I love the characters. I feel it's a little bit of found family, which I know a lot of people love, and I also love that. So I forgot how much I love the characters. So yeah, that's just my little beginning of the book update. So I'm 122 pages in, chapter 13, and I am really loving how we immediately pick up and enter the world as soon as I started. And I always will appreciate that in the second, third, fourth books of a fantasy series, because you already took enough time in the first one to get to know the world, get to know characters and stuff. And I feel the first one starts off slow so that then the next few aren't slow. And obviously there will be a few ups and downs in fantasy books, but I always appreciate when fantasy books after the first one immediately start in at least something to get you back into the world. I have a feeling either the first one has a special place in my heart, but I have a feeling either this one or the second one will be my favorite. So far, I've liked the second one more than the first one, so it'll either be the second one or this one. I can't remember what the second one's called, but it's blue, if that helps. That's my update. It's now 8:30, so I'm definitely gonna read some more tonight, and I'll probably update you guys in the morning because I'm planning on going to sleep within the next half hour. back home. I've showered, changed. It's like 5:30. It's been like raining on and off, so I was planning on going like maybe out to our apartment's balcony or something, but it started raining again, so I didn't do that. So I've just been reading and watching YouTube for the past like hour or so, and didn't get gas, but I did get Chick-fil-A. And yeah, that's just what I'm up to today, right now. But that's not the point of this video. I'm on page 268, and right now the past like 100 pages have kind of been like, it's had some action in it, but it's also been kind of slow because they're kind of trying to rally other tribes in their like rebellion they're trying to do. So it's been like slow, but yet also a tiny bit of like action. I guess a lot of politics is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not like flying through it like I was the first part, but it's still like interesting enough to keep reading, if that makes sense. That's my little update for right now. I've got a Panera brownie that I got like 3 days ago, but I forgot I had. So I think I'm gonna eat that tonight as like a little last night here. Only for like a week and a half. I don't know why I'm actually acting like that. I'm only gone for like a week and then I'm literally back here. But anyways, I think that's all I have to update for you guys. Okay, I totally lied in my last clip, and I did just finish the book, but it's like 8:45 now, so it's like an hour and a half later, a little less than that, and I only had like a little less than 100 pages left, but I still was just not expecting to finish it. But right when I finished that clip, I read a chapter. The chapter ended on a cliffhanger, so then I kept reading, and it just kept getting better and better, and I love the ending. I think on Goodreads I'll give it a 4, just rounding up, but I think I'm gonna give it a 3.75, which is shocking, but I think the ending really helped, and I think it just wrapped it up so well. And yeah, it was really good. So excited to mark this off in my journal, and excited to have finished a series. Next book is gonna be on my Kindle because I don't have the physical copy, but it's not going to be finishing a series, but it is going to be continuing the series, and that's Kiss the Sky and like the Addicted Calloway Sister series. I'm so excited to be finally starting Rose and Connor's book. I just finished Addicted for Now a week or so ago, and I gave that 4 stars, and just seeing all the cameos and especially what kind of happens in Addicted for Now like later in the book, I'm so excited to get Rose and Connor's point of view and just their book. I'll catch you guys in whatever I film next. We'll see what I film. I wasn't planning on finishing the book tonight or like talking about this tonight. I was expecting at least tomorrow morning to be the last clip before my trip. So I'll see you guys either on or after my trip, I guess. Okay guys, it's the morning now. Well, it's like afternoon, it's like noon. But let me pause. I'm watching Handsome Fella, but I'm 66% in, and I just love Rose and Connor so much. I do, which I'm not surprised about because it is like a little bit of a spicier book. I do kind of skip the like spicy scenes and stuff, which isn't that much, thankfully, but they are there, so I just kind of like skip that chapter. But other than that, I'm just loving their connection, and I love the found family aspect of them and just everything. And it's so sweet. And I think it's so fun, the concept that they're having. Like, obviously it's not fun because like I wouldn't want to have to go through it too. But if you've read this book, I think you know what I'm talking about. I still am like interested in Reich and Daisy's book because I know they have a book, so I know the spoiler and like they kind of get together, but right now she's still underage and like the stuff they say, I don't know. I'm just like interested to see like the timeline when they get together. Like I'm interested to see if like this is like years later, months later for their books. But I think this picked up like 6 months after Addicted for Now ended, so we'll see. But back to this book anyways. The Kindle says page 292, but I'm 66%. So just thought I'd do an update in the morning. It's a beautiful sunny day. I think I'm gonna go to the Greenway and read a good amount as well. And I think I'm gonna go on a walk tonight and listen to my audiobook of the 4th Mortal Instruments book. A couple hours later, and I've actually finished Kiss the Sky, which is super exciting. I gave it a 4 stars. I really did enjoy it, and I actually enjoyed it so much I already want to read House Flower, which is Reich and Daisy, just because I don't want to like leave this world yet. So continuing series, we're still keeping up with the video, but instead of moving on, I'm gonna read House Flower, and I'm already like 10% in, and I think Rose and Connor will forever be my favorite couple, but Reich is my favorite character in general. Just how much he cares for people, and I don't know, I just love him so much. And now finally getting his point of view, I love him even more. So yeah, I'm like 10% in. I'm gonna go to the Greenway and read a little, go on a walk. I think I'm just not gonna read or even listen to the 4th book in Mortal Instruments because I choose happiness, and I just we'll see whenever I revisit that. But I had the 3rd book physically too, so I was trying, the reason I did audiobook as well is just trying to get through my physical TBR. And since I don't even own it, I like just don't have the need to read the next one yet. And I don't own any of the other series at all. So I think I'm just gonna take a pause for that for a while. And if I am interested or see anything that gets me interested, maybe I'll revisit it. But for now, no. Back from the Greenway, I've gotten a lot farther on Hot House Flower, and one, I'm loving Reich, and I'm really loving, I know it is like a little bit weird because of like the age and stuff, and their dynamic is like interesting, and I don't know, I'm loving it because of how much Reich cares for her, and I think that is genuinely really sweet to see and read about. And I think I stand by my statement, Rose and Connor are my favorite couple, but Reich will be my favorite person. I'm gonna clean my room, and then also I'm gonna read some more of this tonight, and I'll probably see you guys tonight when I've updated more. Okay, I haven't updated in a while, but I think the last time I talked was maybe Monday. No, the last time I talked was definitely Monday. That's crazy. Sorry, guys. But I'm like 70% of the way through Hot House Flower, and same thoughts. I do like Reich, but I think the next book is Rose and Connor's again, and I'm just ready for them again. But I do like Reich and Daisy. Like, I kind of like their connection, and I do love Reich, and I do really appreciate Daisy too, especially since she's like kind of like a people pleaser and stuff. I can definitely relate to a little bit of her, obviously not that much because very different lives. But anyways, I thought I'd introduce my last book since I'll probably start it tomorrow since I'm planning on finishing Hot House Flowers soon, but this is the last book too. I don't even know if I said that. I'm ready for bed, if you can't tell. But if you guys didn't know, Nicholas Sparks wrote The Notebook, and The Notebook is actually a duology. So there's The Notebook following Noah and Allie, and then there's The Wedding, which follows Wilson and Jane. And Noah and Allie are Jane's parents, and they kind of, Wilson and, from the synopsis, it sounds like Wilson and Jane kind of fall out of love, and Wilson uses Noah and Allie as kind of an example to show that he still loves Jane, even though Jane has fallen out of love with him. So actually, I don't think both of them have fallen out of love. It's just Jane. And then he kind of just tries and wins her back. And if it's anything like how beautiful The Notebook is, I feel like I'm gonna like it. I also just love Nicholas Sparks' writing. So this helps me kind of get through his backlist and then also finish another series. I'm exactly 100 pages in, and it is so sweet, and it's so fun to like pick back up on just the family of Noah and Allie. And it takes place like after Allie had died, because they're kind of like visiting Noah in the retirement home, which is so sweet, and it's so precious. The oldest daughter like randomly sprung on them that she's gonna get married, so they're kind of planning that. I just love Nicholas Sparks' writing. It's so beautiful, and he writes such gentle, loving people that is just so sweet, and you can't help but love them so much. So yeah, I love Wilson, and again, it's also just fun to like pick back up on Noah and see where he's at, kind of like post The Notebook. But yeah, it's so sweetie, and I think I'm gonna look up later. I kind of am wondering if this is a movie. Like, I feel like The Notebook got so popular, they like had to have made this movie, right? I don't know. I think I'm gonna look that up later too. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and I think it's so sweet. Hey guys, it's a while later, and I literally was editing this and realized I never filmed an outro. The book's already at home because I took them home so I could have more space up here, but why don't we film an outro and my last thoughts on everything. I don't even think I filmed like my last thoughts of the wedding. So buckle up. So first I read New World Inferno, which I think in the clip I said like 3.5, 3.75, and I think that still remains. I rounded it up on Goodreads to a 4, but I think I'm gonna stick with 3.5, 3.75, just because I did really like it and I really enjoyed it, but I do like the second one better, and I gave the second one a 4.5, and I don't know, it kind of fell flat for me in some parts, but the ending was really what like boosted it, because I was planning on giving it like a 3, but then the ending was so good. So that was New World Inferno. Then I read Kiss the Sky and Hot House Flower. Kiss the Sky and Hot House Flower I both gave a 4-star, and I love them both for different reasons. Kiss the Sky, I loved Rose and Connor's connection, but what fell flat for me was kind of the whole kind of plot point of Rose being a virgin and like that whole thing. I just wasn't the biggest fan of that whole part of it, but I did love the whole concept that was like the entire book. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about. And then also Rose and Connor's like personal connection and how deep it is and how much they know each other is just so special, and I love them. Then I loved Hot House Flower just because I love Reich so much. I said it before and I'll continue to say it. Rose and Connor are my favorite couple. Reich is my favorite character though. I love him so much. So I gave Hot House Flower 4-star. Then last book I read was The Wedding, which I think is the last clip of me giving some thoughts about it. But I actually ended up giving The Wedding 3.5 stars. I did really enjoy the book, and I think the ending is what got me as well. But I don't know, I just wasn't like flying through it and stuff, and especially since I've read a lot of other Nicholas Sparks books and I kind of love his writing. I know this wasn't a favorite of mine, just kind of knowing his writing and stuff. And yeah, but I did love the concept, and I loved kind of revisiting the Notebook world because it was just so sweet. And Notebook is one of my favorite books and movies of all time, and it was really like heartbreaking but like precious to see Noah like post the Notebook, because in The Wedding it's Noah after Allie died, which was like breaking my heart, but I loved it as well. So those were the 4 books I read. Going to try and edit this so I can get it up, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me read some of these books. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what your guys' thoughts were. I'm gonna stop ranting, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night whenever you guys are watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.